Instead of focusing on gaming or specs, this script focuses on the death of the app and the invisible computer. It argues that this device is going to kill the concept of opening Netflix or scrolling through Disney Plus entirely. It's a very controversial and thought-provoking angle that drives high engagement in comments. You're watching TV wrong. We all are. Think about the last time you sat down to watch a movie. How much time did you spend actually watching? And how much time did you spend scrolling, arguing, and searching? The data says we spend 20 minutes a day just staring at menus. That is 100 hours a year wasted on indecision. Apple knows this, and the 2026 Apple TV is not being built to play movies faster. It is being built to kill the menu forever. We need to talk about the real revolution that nobody is seeing. Everyone is obsessed with the chips and the 8K video. But the leak that matters is about the software paradigm shift. The 2026 Apple TV is rumored to be the first device to launch with Apple's Agent technology. This is the end of the App Store as we know it. Right now, you open Netflix, you search. You open HBO, you search. It is manual labor. The new Apple TV changes the rules. You don't open apps. You don't see grids of icons. You just see content. The new A-series chip inside this box is running a massive local language model that indexes every single service you pay for. It knows what is on Hulu, it knows what is on Prime, and it knows what you like. When you turn on the TV, it doesn't show you a list of apps. It creates a custom channel just for you. It says, here's the next episode of the show you are watching, here is a movie that matches your mood, and here is a YouTube video on a topic you love. It flattens the internet into a single stream. This is the TikTokification of your television, and it is going to be addictive. This is why the hardware upgrade is so massive. To do this, to analyze 5 different streaming services in real time without sending your data to the cloud, requires an insane amount of memory. Rumors suggest the new Apple TV will ship with 16 or even 32 gigabytes of RAM. That sounds ridiculous for a streaming box, right? But it's not a streaming box. It is a local data center. It has to load the databases of all your streaming services into its memory, so it can serve you instantly. But there is a darker, more powerful side to this device, the ghost inputs. Patents have surfaced showing that Apple is working on submillimeter wave radar technology for this box. This means the Apple TV can see you without a camera. It knows if you're sitting up or lying down. It knows if you're eating. It knows if you are alone or with a partner. Why does this matter? Because the TV adapts. If you are alone, it might suggest a horror movie. If you are with your kids, it instantly filters out the violence. It changes the volume based on how noisy the room is. It pauses the movie when you stand up to go to the kitchen and resumes when you sit back down. It is a computer that has physical awareness of the real world. This is the feature that makes you feel like you are living in a sci-fi movie. Let's also talk about the router killer theory. This is a massive pain point that Apple is about to fix. The number one reason 4K streaming sucks is bad Wi-Fi. You buy a nice TV, but your router is in the hallway. The 2026 Apple TV is rumored to act as a mesh Wi-Fi node. It doesn't just receive internet, it boosts it. If you buy 2 or 3 of these for different rooms, they talk to each other, creating a blanket of perfect internet coverage across your house. Apple is effectively destroying the market for Aero and Google Nest Wi-Fi by hiding the router inside the entertainment device you're going to buy anyway. It is a genius move to own the infrastructure of your home. And we cannot ignore the generative audio leak. We all know TV speakers are terrible, but not everyone can afford a $1,000 sound system. The new Apple TV is rumored to use computational audio to fix your bad speakers. It uses the microphone on your remote to listen to your room's acoustics. It then uses AI to retune the audio signal in real time, tricking your ears into hearing surround sound that isn't there. It simulates height channels and rear speakers using psychoacoustics. It is the same magic they use in the AirPods Pro, but now applied to your entire living room. So why is this going to destroy the competition? Because Roku and Amazon cannot do this. Their business model depends on showing you ads and pushing you to their own stores. They need you to see the menu. Apple doesn't care. Apple makes money on the hardware and the subscriptions. They are the only company incentivized to remove the friction. They are the only ones who can afford to put a $300 chip in a box just to save you 5 minutes of searching. This is the iPhone moment for television. Before the iPhone, we had phones with buttons and confusing menus. The iPhone removed the buttons and gave us a screen. The 2026 Apple TV removes the menus and gives us the content. It is the invisible computer. If you buy a TV box today, you are buying a horse carriage right before the invention of the car. You are buying a manual tool in an age of automation. The delay to 2026 is painful, yes, but it is necessary. Apple is waiting until the AI is smart enough to be invisible. So here's the plan. Do not upgrade your setup this year. Save that money, because when this device drops, it is going to be expensive, and it is going to be worth every penny. It will turn your dumb glass screen into a window into the future. If you want to survive the tech shift that is coming, you need to stay locked in. Subscribe to the channel because we're going to be breaking down the software leaks as soon as they hit the dark web. Share this with your family members who are still struggling to find something to watch. And hit that bell icon because the future moves fast and you don't want to miss the notification. I will see you in the next one.